And then with Monuments Men, I wanted to ask you this, Jerry, because I know you like this movie, but how would you compare it with The Train, the great...
You can't compare it to The Train. I don't think Clooney was setting out to make The Train. I really do believe that. Because, I mean, The Train is brilliant. And you don't... This is... I think it's like... I thought Karen James' review on IndieWire said it best. You know, it was entertaining and everything, but she's like, I don't remember a thing about it. But she did like it. She liked it more than other people, except for Peter Travers, who seemed to I think he gave it 3.5, if not 4 stars on Rolling Stone. And that's the one review they're using throughout the ads for it. But it doesn't compare to The Train.
How's it compare to Throw Mama from the Train?
It's not even in the same league as that. I hate this. It's like an Ocean's 11. I think I hate. You know what the movie I kept thinking of while watching it? I think a good movie to compare it to is The Good German.
Oh, okay.
I think it's because it wants to be something that it can't be.
Yeah,
it wants to be an old movie. It wants to be like an old movie from the 40s, basically.
That's exactly right.
And it kind of like does it hit all the? It seems to it looks to me like it's going to hit all those beats too. All those beats
it's
you would
trying
expect from a movie
hit
like
those
that.
Beats. It can't help but think of also movies like The Great Escape as well, or it's just all in there. And like I said, the first half is that it made $22 million is incredible because this was supposed to open in December, and they pulled it out, I guess, because there's too much. Competition, but it also might be because they realized that the movie's not that good, not as good as it should be given everything.
I think Clooney needed some extra time to see if he can make it any better. I think it might have just been one of those situations where it didn't turn out like they thought it would, in spite of all the talent involved, and sometimes that happens. It happens. I mean, look to a Rat Pack movie or something. It might be an example of all of these guys that really like each other got together and they had a great time together, but that didn't translate to the screen.
You said it best. You said it best.
The original Ocean's 11 is not really that great of a movie. I mean, the
remake
is actually much better.
You can go to Cannonball Run or something. There's a lot of examples of people. I'm sure it was fun to film, but not to watch.
No, but here's the thing: Monuments Man in that way. Movies. Monuments Man reminds me in that way then of Anchorman 2, which must have been a ton of fun to shoot, but the finished product is just not. You guys look like you're having a great time. We're not having that great time. Can someone please buy me a drink?
By the way, does that ever really translate? We had the biggest party time in the universe on the set, and does that translate into movies by and large? I can't remember like.
Well, I think the two Hangover sequels also are guilty of that. They look like they're having a great time, but it doesn't translate into the finished film. I mean,
I think you can have a great time and produce a great movie.
Well, I think there's some. I mean, they're obviously, but I don't think with these films. Like I think you said it best, Amy. It's just like they're having a great time, but at the end of the day,
I'm sure the Oceans. I'm sure the remake of the Oceans movies. I mean, I like the first one. I'm sure they had a great time on that together. But they actually produced a good heist movie, a good caper movie.
No, that's a great one.
I guess so. I mean, they probably had a great time on Out of Sight, or hell, they probably had a great time on filming The Master and so forth. But they don't feel like party movies, and that's what I call those things.
I know what you mean.
Like those raucous kind of party movies where anything can happen and all rules are thrown out the window. Anything can happen.
I don't know if Animal House was like that to shoot. I don't know if Animal House was like that to shoot.
No, I don't know if Animal House. But you know what movie was good? Looked like they had a great time shooting. That's a masterpiece. If you ever watched the making of thing that was on TV, I'll tell you, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark. They look like, they had a great time in that making of that they showed on TV when that came out, and that translates to, you just had an awesome time, always have an awesome time watching that movie, and it looked like they had a great time making it.
But for me, there's a difference between like having a great time working on a film that has some intrinsic value And then there's that other kind of movie that just is not really meaning to have any major real intrinsic value except to be entertaining, but you have a great time on that. And the great time there happens when the cameras go off. and everybody goes into the back rooms and puts a lampshade on their head or whatever. So I mean,
I'm with you. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's got to be on the page, and any movie that works is on the page.
Yeah, there's a Paul Newman movie, Judge Roy Bean, that according to Sean Levy's biography on Paul Newman, it sounded like the party of the century of the making of the movie. It doesn't come through in the final film, but they're having a blast making that.
I think there's a certain mathematical equation there that could be gleaned from all of that stuff. You know, someone needs to work it out. But
if only Einstein were still with us. Okay.